Well, hello world and welcome to Real Cooking at Home. Tonight we are doing a wonderful appetizer that Wayne and I actually stumbled across about 3 weeks ago. I was looking online for some Thai food and I found this wonderful, wonderful dish. It is Nam Tok Moo or Moo Nam Tok. Basically, for all us that don't speak that language, it is a pork salad, and it could not be easier or absolutely more delicious. Now, we've got some friends coming over tomorrow night, and the one thing I really like to do when I'm entertaining, I like to find dishes that you can prepare beforehand and just put them out to serve the next day. And this dish is served cold, so it's absolutely brilliant. Let me show you what we're going to need to get started. I've got some pork tenderloin chops. I've actually got 5 here. I'm going to go ahead and grill all 5 of them. I'm only going to use 4 of them, and the other one will just be a breakfast chop that Wayne and I can share tomorrow. I've got the juice of 1 lime. That was a big lime, and that's a lot of juice. 2 teaspoons of fish sauce, Thai fish sauce. This is about 2 tablespoons of sushi rice. If you haven't got sushi rice, any short grain rice will work, and I'll show you. We'll talk about that in a minute. But right here, I have got about 2.5 tablespoons of chopped cilantro. I've got about 2.5 tablespoons of chopped mint. This is 4 green onions that I've chopped up really good, and 1 large shallot that I sliced very, very thinly. Also, a 1/2 teaspoon of crushed red pepper flake. But right now I'm going to go out and I'm going to grill the pork chops up, and basically that's all the cooking there is to this dish. But I'll come back and I'll show you how to assemble everything and how to take care of that rice. Okay, our pork has come off the grill and it looks perfect. You want to cook your pork just until there's no more pink left in the center. If there is a little bit of pink, that's quite all right. Just do not overcook your pork. So that pork is going to sit there and rest. But right now, I'm going to get busy on this rice. Now, once I said a while ago, this is a sushi rice. I've got a hot pan here. Dry. No oil, no anything. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to sprinkle my rice into this pan, and I'm just going to take a wood spoon and I'm going to move this around and I'm just going to toast it. I'm going to toast this rice until it's a golden brown, and you will know it's there when the rice, and y'all please don't walk away from this because it'll burn. You'll know it's there. It'll smell like popcorn kind of, and the grains will be light golden brown. Some of them may be a little darker than others, but I'll show you what it looks like here in just a second. Okay, this is what your rice should look like. Golden brown, and it smells like popcorn. So that's what it should look like. Now, I've got a spice mill, so I'm going to pour my rice into my spice mill, and I'm going to mill it up until it's a powder. If you hadn't got one of these little spice mills, you can use a mortar and pestle, or put it into a zip top bag and just pound it with a mallet. But you want it to be powdery. If it's got some whole bits left in it, that's perfectly fine as well. So that's what you're looking for right there, that consistency. So we're going to move on. I'm going to set that aside for the minute, and we're going to move on to our pork. Now you're going to slice this pork very, very thinly against the grain. And these pork chops have sit here and really cool down. You don't want to use hot pork, because what's going to happen, your juices are going to just fall through it. So I'm going to slice each one of these pork chops very thinly. You see how thinly I'm slicing them? I'll show you. Just about like that. That's about how thin you want it. And this is going to be a pork salad. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit here and slice up the rest of this pork, and then we'll assemble the salad. Our pork is sliced, and this is what it looks like. Very thin, gorgeous, thin slices of pork. So basically what we're going to do now is add everything else to it. Now here is that toasted rice powder, and I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons in. You can do a little bit more if you'd like. Just gives it a little bit of texture, about 2.5 tablespoons. There you go. Now we're going to throw in all of our vegetables, our onions and our herbs. Put those in. Fish sauce. Lime juice. And this is a half teaspoon of red pepper flake that I crushed up in the mortar and pestle. Pouring that over in there. Now listen, if you want it spicier than that, by all means use as much red pepper flake as you want. Because a typical Thai dish would have like a tablespoon. But we know our heat preference, and that's just way too hot for us. So, right now, all I'm going to do is stir everything together. Get everything coated really good and all that. Then I'm going to cover it up with a piece of saran wrap. Put it in the refrigerator. And let it marry in all those juices. And tomorrow, I'll show you what we're going to do. All right, now our Nam Tok Moo has set in the refrigerator overnight, and we're getting ready to serve it. But what I'm going to do, I want to freshen things up just a bit. So I have got about another tablespoon of lime juice and about a teaspoon more of our fish sauce. And then I've taken this wonderful red bell pepper and julienned it. And I'm going to throw the red bell pepper in. It gives a nice crunch and a nice sweetness. I'm just going to freshen it up with this little bit of juice here and the fish sauce. Give it a stir, and then I'll plate it up and let's see what it looks like. Okay, our delicious Nam Tok Moo salad is done. And what I've done here, I've just got a selection of some of our favorite greens, and I've just chopped them up roughly, put them, because we're serving this as a salad. Now you can serve this as a wrap, a lettuce wrap, or you could take this and put it in, like, let's say, flour tortillas. Wrap it up. Y'all, it's a brilliant appetizer, a wonderful starter salad, and for me and Wayne a couple of nights ago, it was a huge meal in itself. So let's give this a taste. You want to get a little of everything, y'all. Some of the pork, piece of lettuce, y'all, that fresh lime juice is so good. The vegetables, all of the onions, that hint of fish sauce, the spice of the red pepper flake, everything comes together so well. So, the next time you're needing something for a great appetizer, dinner party, or just a light supper, get in the kitchen, make this Nam Tok salad, get to cooking. Bye.